So, the distinguishing test in between aldehyde and ketone will be shown today. Now, the theoretical part is that the aldehyde and ketone both are respond through the general test, that is 2,4-DNP test, and what is the distinguishing test? That is first of all the Fehling's, the Tollen's, and other than Fehling and Tollen there is also another one test, that is SHIP reagent or SHIP test. It respond for the aldehyde, but there are some specific tests for ketone also. So, first test is that with the SHIP reagent. Okay. So, for this one aldehyde sample will be taken, and this aldehyde sample should be treated with the SHIP reagent. And what is the changes observed in case of that? There is a change, that is the color, that is the magenta color or purple or violet color will appear of the solution. So, just look at this. It is preferred to take one dry test tube. Next one is the SHIP reagent. Okay. Now, I am making the solution some dilution. Okay. Next, transfer this to another one test tube, very little amount. Now, SHIP reagent will be added. Check that a pink color appears here. So, this pink colors confirms that it is aldehyde. If you test it with one sample, that is one ketone sample, ketonic group present, just check it. No such observations will be found in that case, as it is very volatile. So, we have to cork it, otherwise the solution will be volatile. Adding water to it, because we have to do the test, the conformative test for ketone also. Now, transferring it to another test tube. Now, adding SHIP reagent here. SHIP reagent itself having some dark pink color. Okay, now just check in between these. One is the color of the SHIP reagent, the left hand, the left side, this test tube takes the color of the SHIP reagent, but it is pink in color. So, there is a variation in color, the right side, that is the aldehyde having pink in color, but it is the color of the SHIP reagent. So, this is the distinguish between aldehyde and ketone, and there is lots more tests to distinguish or special test for ketone. So, this is one test, and the conformative test, that is the Fehling test, the Tollen's test, these are also there. Now, just look at this, the special test for ketone. Now, what is the special test for ketone? There is we will use metadinitrobenzene. Okay. So, again only the ketone sample is taken and meta-dinitrobenzene will be taken in solid form. Now, what is the observation? First of all, appearance of violet color and then the fading of the violet color. This confirms the presence of ketonic group. Meta-dinitrobenzene is added. Now we have to add dilute sodium hydroxide solution here. You can see that purple color, deep purple color appears. Okay, deep purple color. You can also see this. The deep purple color appears after the addition of NaOH, the concentrated solution of NaOH. This is the conformative test for ketone. Okay, so if ketone is present in your sample, suppose acetone is present, then you will write the DNP test, and after that you will also write the test, that is the failing test, Tollens test, and one special test you have to write, that is you have to confirm the ketone. Okay, for this you will write this test, that is the liquid sample and then the NaOH or the concentrated solution of base, and after that you will add 2,4-dinitrobenzene, meta-dinitrobenzene. Okay, so this test confirms the ketone. The sample, liquid sample plus base, that is NaOH concentrate, and after that you will add meta-dinitrobenzene crystal solid. This will produce a deep purple color. Okay, so this is the test. Another one test to confirm the ketone that is sodium nitroprusside test. Okay, so just check it. Okay, so just wait, we will show the next test, that the sample is ready here, the acetone. Now we will add here the sodium nitroprusside and a strong base. Okay, strong base added, then the time to add sodium nitroprusside. What is the observations here? Red coloration. Now just wait. Sodium nitroprusside is here. Okay, so you can see that the red color appears. Okay, so these red colors indicates that it is the ketone. Okay, so any one test out of these two you will write if you get ketone as a sample. Okay, except that of the aldehyde, that is the failing test, the tolerance test you can write, but you have to write one confirmative test for ketone, and in that section you will write the test with the nitroprusside with strong base, and also the test with the meta-dinitrobenzene. Clear? So these are the tests to confirm or to distinguish in between aldehyde and ketone. So how to write it? Okay, now what is the reactions involved in the case of the second one, that is nitroprusside? Suppose acetone is taken as a sample, CH3 plus a strong base, that is OH minus, it will produce one anion minus plus H2O. This anion reacts with the cation of the nitroprusside ion. NO, SO4 is the anionic part, with the cationic part forming FeCN whole 5 NO, then CH3CO, CH2CO, CH3. This is red in color. This anion is red in color. So this is the confirmative test for ketone. Okay. So this is the test to confirm ketone. Now if ketone is present in your sample, then how to write it? So the final title will be detection of unknown group in organic sample or unknown organic group detection. Now the physical appearance or physical characteristics, in that section you will write the physical state. State is liquid in form, color transparent or colorless, okay, and smell. Okay, now any kind of smell is there? Yes, there is smell, light or pungent smell, because these having some smell you can write it. Only the points is important. I will tell you about how many practicals you have to write, how many salt analysis. I have told earlier that you have to write total 7 or 8 from inorganic. It may be from unknown salt, it may be the different detection, that is detection of anion, cation, etc., assembling the test. Okay, 7 or 8. Next is that the ketone is present, then you will column that experiment, observation, inference. Okay. Now it is better that you will mention the absent group first. Okay, because as you have to write the more than one test for the final present group. So first for test for aldehyde, test for alcohol. Okay. So in that section you will write the steric ammonium test. Okay. So inference you will write the coloration is not here. Okay. So it is absent. Next one, test for functional group, that is COOH. So you can write here the bicarbonate test. Okay. So bicarbonate, no effervescence come, so it is absent. Number 3 is that test for ketone. So here you will write 2,4-DNP. 2,4-DNP test, here yellow or orange coloration. As it is present and it is common test, so here you will write the ketone may present. And after that, number 4, test with Fehling. Test with Fehling solution. Now, can you get any positive test here? What will be the test here? Will you get the Fehling test or not? Will you get the positive test here with the Fehling solution or for the Tollens solution? For the ketone, we have taken the sample as ketone. Obviously, it will not show the observation, that is no red color, red PPT. So here you will absent CHO, CHO absent. Then you have to present the ketone. So now is the point number 5, test with nitroprusside or test with the metadinitrobenzene. Metadinitrobenzene. Okay. Now you will write the violet color. Okay. So this will confirms that ketone is present in your salt. Okay. So the violet color you can add. Also the number 6, the test with nitroprusside. The common procedure is same, that sample strong base 1 ml and then add the crystals. Here the nitroprusside, here metadinitrobenzene. Here the red coloration which confirms that keto group. Okay. So at last you will write the conclusion that the given organic sample contains ketone as a functional group. Okay. So this is the important, because it's having 6 marks. If anyone got ketone, then you have to write it further. Okay. These tests are new one. Test with metadinitrobenzene and test with sodium nitroprusside. Understood? Basically all the samples are given, that is the alcohol is also given, acid, it is very easy, that is bicarbonate, the effervescence, or the pH test, that is using any indicator, litmus, and number 3 is aldehyde and ketone. Now to distinguish in between aldehyde and ketone, this is very important, but if you confirm it, anyone, either of that, then it will be right in the correct manner. The procedure must be same. Suppose in your sample it is ketone, okay, but you cannot detect it out that it is ketone or not. So in that case you will write aldehyde, but the procedure, the writing procedure must be so accurate that the external examiner cannot detect it out is it is aldehyde or ketone, because he will not see the test when you will perform. If he see the test, the positive test, then it would be difficult further. But if they do, he or she do not observe this test, then it will be easier for you. So when you will write in the correct manner. Okay. Any problem, anyone? Okay.